Hey everybody, today we are with Jesse, and he is a financial advisor, been in our service for a little bit, and he has come on board today to share his success in our service. And so Jesse, I appreciate your willingness to want to come on board and share, and thank you for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me, Dr. Munson.
My pleasure. So Jesse, do me a favor, let's start out as we usually do. Tell me how long you've been in practice, and can you also share with me some of the other types of marketing that you've used to help build your practice?
Absolutely. I've been licensed almost 10 years, but really last year was my real biggest year in the business where I started putting everything together.
Fantastic. And so how long have you been in our service?
Just a few months, just since late November, and there's a specific reason for that.
Okay.
I kind of go into hibernation mode around December. I'm sick and tired of when I call prospects or clients, hey, call me in January. Well, I hear that all, ever since Thanksgiving throughout December.
Right.
And so I said, well, you know what? What if I develop some relationships with other professionals over the holidays, and then starting in January, February, these partnerships, these relationships have been built. I bet this helps me double my production too.
Yeah, so that's a really interesting strategy that would have most financial advisors cringing a little bit, because it goes against everything that they think they know, which is what you just said, which is, after Thanksgiving, everything's going to die down, everything's going to slow down, everything's going to come to a halt, and we'll pick it up in January. And here you decided to join our service because you wanted to ramp it up after the holidays.
Absolutely. Instead of doing nothing in December, because, I know if I was better at closing or prospecting, maybe I'd make sales. But realistically, instead of trying to fight the holidays,
right,
I decided to make the holidays work for me, because last year I realized the three things between being a knowledgeable agent that doesn't make any money and being a knowledgeable agent that makes a lot of money is by getting good at prospecting, marketing, and partnering. And to me, what better time than in kind of a lull to start meeting these people.
Yeah, again, just a bold strategy that here we are at the very beginning of January, after being in the service only in a couple of months, as you on our call as one of our VIP special guest hosts. So, let's get to it, and let's talk a little bit about what has happened since you decided to join our service. And again, I can't help but sort of comment that, your strategy of joining at that specific time is so counterintuitive for most financial advisors. So let's just bring it on. Tell me a little bit about two things: the quality of the meetings that you've been on, and any new business or potential new business that you may have generated as a result.
Well, in one of the I don't know if it was but either way, I was listening to your coaching on it, and you said, hey, some of these meetings are going to be okay. Some of them are going to be, you're just not going to get along with the person, and some of them are going to be great.
Right.
And I've had about 10, I think exactly 10 meetings so far, which is awesome to me, because there was a week where I had at least one appointment every single day of the week in December. Wow, this is awesome. And basically, there was two people I met with that I just didn't have I just didn't connect with them. And then there was 6 people or so that we had good, I got a good vibe. I figured that by nurturing them, maybe I'd get a referral out of each of them a year or a month. I don't know. But there were 2 guys, 2 CPAs that really just totally connected with me, and I with them. The one guy, it was amazing. It was absolutely incredible. As we're talking, he says, here, hold on. Oh, you do self-directed IRAs? Really? They can buy real estate in the IRAs? Here, hold on a second. And right then and there, emailed one of his clients saying, hey, call Jesse, and he'll take care of you. Doctor, when my jaw dropped, I'm like, did he really do that? Wow.
That's fantastic.
And he turned, and we start talking about Roth IRA conversions. This is a CPA. And he turns around and says, I got this guy with $800,000. I know he wants to convert. Let me refer him to you. and literally sends the email again. I was blown away.
Yeah, that's a pretty good first meeting for sure.
Needless to say, I took him to lunch the next week.
So between the 2 guys, did
enhances your credibility, doesn't always convert leads right away. I think this is just a no-brainer for me. It's really going to help a lot. Dr. Lynn, one of the probably most important things that I've gotten out of your service so far, aside from the appointments, was having to go through and make those, what are they called, unique selling propositions. But basically, what do you do? What do you specialize in?
Yeah. And those are the initial call. You're talking about the initial call that I helped create for you.
Yeah, so our first one-on-one call, when they asked me about me, after kind of, personal chit-chat stuff, I just turn around this sheet of paper and I walk them through bullet point by bullet point. So it was just, to me, incredible.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that because, admittedly, one of my biggest challenges is helping financial advisors really create the way they present themselves and what it is they're offering. And so, as you now just alluded to, I took you and I take every financial advisor that comes on board through an entire process of creating those positioning statements. And what gets me really excited is to hear from somebody like you who goes out and really shares those positioning statements in the way they were intended, and where they work so well that the guy is literally emailing or calling his or her clients while you're sitting there. That's when you know that stuff's pretty good.
It was amazing. I was just absolutely blown away.
Fantastic. Well, listen, again, I truly appreciate you sharing all this. I guess I can already guess what you feel the potential is about the relationships that we're securing for you. But let me ask you, is there anything else that I didn't ask you, or anything else that you would have wanted to share with everybody listening that you didn't get the chance to do, get the chance to share?
Yeah, I think people just have to understand. We are in the people business. At the end of the day, if I'm able to meet these other professionals and develop a relationship with them, at the end of the day, that is going to help my career, tenfold.
Fantastic.
So just going in, understanding people, understanding that you're trying to develop a relationship, and you're not going to hit a home run right out of the park unless the guy gives you $800,000 in referral, which he's got business partner friends for life that feel comfortable sending you business.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, listen, again, I appreciate it. I know you are becoming much busier than before, and so again, as a busy guy, I appreciate you coming on board and sharing, and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking with you in a few months and seeing where you are at that point.
Thanks so much for what you do, Dr.